Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we will install macOS Ventura in VMware. So this method supports both Intel and AMD processors and uses an OpenCore VMDK file to boot macOS Ventura without modifying the VMX configuration file. So I have divided this video into different parts, so make sure you follow each step very carefully. Now let's get started. So in the first part, we will download and install the required files. You can find all the links in the video description below. So here is a list of all the files we will need. First, we will need the VMware Workstation Pro installer file. So you can go to this URL and download the installer file. Next, we will download the macOS Unlocker to unlock the macOS guest operating system in VMware. So you can go to this URL and download the file. Next, we will need the macOS Ventura ISO file to install macOS on VMware. So here is the link to download the file. So make sure you use the latest version of macOS Ventura ISO file. And lastly, we will need the OpenCore Boot VMDK file. So here is a catch. You need to download the file based on the number of cores you will allot to your virtual machine. So if you are allotting 4 cores, you need to download the 4-core file. If you are allotting the 8 cores to your VM, you should download the 8-core file and so on. For Intel processors, download this file. For this video, I will download the 4-core VMDK file as I will allot 4 cores to my virtual machine. So now, if we talk about my processor, I am using an AMD Ryzen 5 5500 GT 3.6 GHz processor with 500 MB of Radeon graphics card. Also, I have around 16 gigs of RAM. So once all the files are downloaded, we will begin by installing VMware Workstation Pro. Simply double-click on the installer file and follow the installation steps. The steps are very easy, so just follow the on-screen instructions and install the latest VMware Workstation Pro. Once installed, extract the contents of macOS Unlocker zip file. Once extracted, look for win-install file. Now, right-click on this file and click on Run as Administrator. So now you will see a set of codes running. So once the process is finished, it will automatically close your command prompt. Lastly, we will extract our OpenCore VMDK file. So just right-click on the zip file and extract its content. Once extracted, you will see an OpenCore VMDK file. Now, cut this file and paste it to your desktop for easier installation. So with this, our first part of the process is complete. In the second part, we will create a new macOS Ventura virtual machine and attach the OpenCore Boot VMDK and the macOS Ventura ISO. So now, open your VMware Workstation Pro and click on Create a new virtual machine. Now select Typical and click on Next. Under Installer Disk Image, click on the Browse button. Now select the macOS Ventura ISO file that you have downloaded above. Once done, click on Next. Under Guest Operating System, select Apple macOS. Under Version, select macOS 13. Now click on Next. So if you don't see Apple macOS as the guest operating system, please reinstall your macOS Unlocker. Now set the name and location for your virtual machine and then click on Next. Under Disk Capacity, select Store as a single file and then click on Next. So with this, your virtual machine is now ready. Now, we will make some changes to the VM settings. To do that, click on Edit this virtual machine settings. So under Memory, set it to anything around 8 gigs. So 8 GB is recommended RAM that you will need. Now, click on Processors and set the number of processor to the type of file that you have downloaded for OpenCore Boot VMDK. So since previously we downloaded the 4-core file, so I will set the number of cores to 4. Under Hard Disk, click on Advanced. Now, set the node to SATA 2 and then click on OK. So we moved this to SATA 2 since we want to primarily boot from OpenCore Boot file, which we will set to SATA 0. Now leave everything as default and then click on the Add button. Now select Hard Disk and then click on Next. Select SATA and now click on Next. Now click on Use an existing virtual hard disk and then click on Next. Now click Browse and select the 4-core OpenCore Boot VMDK file that you have downloaded above and then click on Open. Now click Finish and then click Keep Existing Format. Once the hard disk is added, click on Advanced and make sure it is set to SATA 0. Once everything is complete, click on OK. So with this, we have successfully completed our second part. In part 3, we will start our macOS Ventura virtual machine and complete the installation in VMware. Now, just click on Power on this virtual machine and wait for it to boot. Once booted, you will see the OpenCore Boot menu. Here, click Install macOS Ventura and then wait for a while. So after a while, you will see the language selection screen. Just select your language and then click on Next. Under macOS Recovery, click on Disk Utility. Now, select your VMware Virtual SATA hard drive media and then click on the Erase button. Now, set a name for your hard disk. Now, keep the format as APFS and your scheme to GUID partition. Once done, click on the Erase button. So once the hard disk is erased, you can close your disk utility. Now click on Install macOS Ventura and then click on Continue. Now accept these terms and conditions. Now select the hard disk that you have just created and continue with the installation steps. So this process will take some time. For me, it took around 20 minutes and several restarts, and then you will see your macOS Ventura installation welcome screen. So these are the basic installation steps for macOS. Just follow the video and continue with the installation steps. Now, after several restarts, you will finally see your macOS Ventura welcome screen. So with this, our part 3 is over. In part 4, we will install VMware tools and log into our Apple account. So once everything is ready, you will see your macOS Ventura desktop, but the desktop resolution will be very small. To fix this, we will need the VMware tools. Now to install the VMware tools, click on VM in the top menu. Now click on Update VMware Tools. Now you will see an error message but with a download link. Just click on this download link and save the Darwin.iso file to your desktop. Now go back to your VM and click on the VM in the top menu of VMware. Now go to Removable Devices, then CD/DVD and now click on Settings. Now click on Add and select CD/DVD and click on Finish. Under Connections, click on Browse and then attach the Darwin.iso file that you have downloaded above. Once done, you have to restart your virtual machine. Now once your virtual machine restarts, you will see VMware tools on your desktop. Just double click on it and proceed with the installation. So if you see this warning, just click on Open System Settings. Scroll down a bit and now click on Allow where it says VMware services were blocked. Once done, close your system settings and then reinstall the VMware tools. So once the installation is complete, click on the Restart button to restart your Mac. Now, once your macOS desktop loads, you will see that your desktop resolution has changed. With this, we have successfully installed our VMware tools on our macOS Ventura virtual machine. Great. Moving on, open your system settings. Now click on Sign in with your Apple account. You can now type in your Apple account credentials and log in with your Apple account. So that's about it. We have successfully installed macOS Ventura on VMware regardless of your processor type. So I was getting a lot of queries from AMD users who couldn't run macOS Ventura on VMware. So this is the easiest method for AMD users to run macOS Ventura on their PCs. So if you face any issues, you can comment down below and I will get back to you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos like these. I'll see you in the next one.